And action.
Ew.
I don't know. I guess we're on. I can't see the screen.
We are on.
You flipped it to
did.
the right way around.
Well, I want people to be able to be our prop tonight.
Yep. Yep.
So, welcome back to another episode of the Gravity Garage.
The Ultimate Gravity Show from the Gravity Garage?
Yeah, the Ultimate Gravity Show from the Gravity Garage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just going on here to share, see what's going on.
As am I.
If it'll load up.
How's my hair look? I gotta make sure my hair's alright, Emily.
Yeah, it looks good.
Emily has, Emily's putting the pressure on me to keep my hair looking good.
You gotta keep with the times, man.
Well, she did my hair. I just sat down. She basically just did it. So now it's all different now. I don't know if I like it. Whatever. She likes it. Other women like it. Alright, mine's shared. And there's one person on, which is probably me, again.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's me.
I think so.
Well, welcome to the show, Scott Dewsbury.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the show, Scott. We got 2 people now. Oh, and then back down to 1. That's okay. Camera's a little skewed. Oh, we're alright.
Skewed? Is it really?
It's
it's
at a slightly weird angle, but alright, you can see everything. So,
yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, we're just waiting for some people to jump on here.
Alright, before we start talking about anything substantial.
Yeah. Then we got Scott on there, and then good job watching the show.
Oh, hey, I never miss an episode.
That's fantastic. Oh yeah, you're a close friend.
I like this show so much that I watch every episode.
Even after we film it?
Yes, I do actually.
Actually, so do I.
Yeah.
We just watch it over and over again.
Critique myself and, maybe something could have done better.
Well, that's it. We get to watch it and then figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly. Was that show not funny enough, or whatever, all that stuff?
Well, I like to go through too, because sometimes I find I miss people's comments sometimes.
Yep.
So I'll go through and read some of the comments just to make sure that there wasn't anything that maybe we could touch on the next episode if we missed it or something.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So. Oh, Mr. Margot.
Wait, I gotta tell.
Mr. Magro is on.
I have to tell Emily that we're live.
Yeah, come on, Emily. Get on this stuff.
Apparently she doesn't get updates.
She probably turn notifications off.
I said, well, it updates you on Facebook. She says, well, I don't think it's the same message that I think she gets a lot of Facebook messages. She ignores most of them.
Probably. Back my chair getting hot.
Yeah. It's a good heat.
So we have a fire going behind us, but we're not going to share that fire with you guys until December.
Yeah.
Which we're not too far away, bro.
No, it's coming.
We got the setup coming along. Planning process is starting. So we have a nice Christmas theme process of displays going on.
Yeah.
We'll have a nice new setting for us.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Christmas show by the fire.
Yep.
Make it all Christmassy.
Yeah, we'll do a bunch through December and we'll keep that theme going.
Sure, we can do that. But yeah, it's all getting set up. Yeah, it's pumping out a ton of heat, man.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't like this, like it's too much heat. But to be honest with you, I've been moving heavy furniture, my back's kinda sore. So I don't mind this heat at all on my back.
Yeah, it warms it up a bit. And you know, when it gets too hot, it's at the worst point. It's going to cool down because as the fire dies down, the garage will level out with a good temperature, and we don't have to keep the fire blazing the whole time.
We'll reach an equilibrium.
Yes.
Yes.
Not like the movie though.
Not reach an equilibrium.
Yeah.
That's a term in science. Did you know that?
In science,
Yeah.
what do they use?
It's a scientific term that is when something's in equilibrium, that means it's neither, it's evaporating and condensing at the same rate.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's called being at equilibrium. And, that's it. I'm not sure, if that, was helpful at all. Or if,
Well, I got to learn something,
yeah, you did, I guess.
which is always good. It's always good to learn something. Did you go out for Black Friday all today?
No.
No? You stayed in?
No, I you know what? I'm not going to deal with them all. I don't even deal with them all on normal days,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm certainly not going to deal with it on Black Friday.
It was better than I expected it to be. I expected it to be like a nightmare, but I think with the expansion, it spread the people out more.
Ah, yeah.
So, which was kind of nice. Now, there were certain stores that were like absolutely insane. We went into Hot Topic. The place was packed. You couldn't move around there. You're trying to like shop, and you're like, you can't. Every time you go to look at something, you gotta stop looking at it and move out of the way because their aisles are too packed.
Yeah.
It's too condensed. They actually needed a bigger store when they opened up. It's just too small.
See, I thought Hot Topic was all for women or something, wasn't it? I don't know.
No,
what's Hot Topic.
It's literally like a pop culture store.
Ah, okay.
So they have everything. So like Marvel and DC characters. They actually have like band shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll have like old school stuff like Ramones shirt and like Guns N' Roses and all kinds of like nostalgic rock shirts and stuff. And then they'll have like they have all kinds of pop vinyls. It's a huge wall of pop vinyls. And Hot Topic will get exclusives to their store too,
Oh.
which is kind of neat. And they'll have they have a Harry Potter section, Supernatural section. There's all kinds of stuff. It's a really neat pop culture store.
See, maybe I'm
They
thinking...
actually have a Fallout section
Yeah.
too, which is pretty cool.
Maybe I'm thinking Borderlands.
I've never been to Borderlands. I don't know what that is.
I think it's Borderlands is like a pseudo goth kind of store,
Okay.
mostly for women's wear.
Mm.
It's all fashion.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. See, this Hot Topic has down the one side has women's clothes, and then on the other side is all the men's stuff. But like mixed all through is just all kinds of like toys and collectibles and different stuff like that.
Ah, I see.
It's pretty neat. If they have Supernatural Monopoly, or they have a Fallout Monopoly actually,
Ooh,
which I didn't know about that, which is pretty cool.
I do like
It's like
Fallout.
$54 for a fucking Fallout.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, those Monopoly boards are getting really pricey.
That's
It
a
makes it
lot.
hard for me to collect them still.
Yes.
But yeah, I went to that store. I didn't get anything from there. And we went over to Nerd Block,
Yeah.
which can be somewhat similar, but it's never as busy, which is great because I could spend a long time in that store. They have a lot to look at,
Right.
and all of it is like really affordable pricing, really cheap. Like the one day we went in there, and I got the mug and the tea towels, and the mug was a Kylo Ren mug. It is a huge mug,
Yeah.
and the tea towels are maps of Hyrule,
Okay.
the Zelda map of
Yeah,
Hyrule.
yeah, yeah.
And when I walked in, they're like, "Oh, by the way, this weekend only, housewares, everything is considered a houseware item, 50% off." I'm like, are you kidding me? So the tea towels were only $5, so half
Oh,
off.
wow. That's not bad.
They came with a pack of 2, and then the mug was like $12, and it's like an oversized mug. It's one of those giant
Oh, I
ones,
like those ones, yeah.
the big oversized one, and it had Kylo Ren on it. And I'm like, for $6, I'm buying that.
So I guess I should have gone to the mall then.
Yeah,
Good deals.
Well, yeah, today at Nerd Block, the entire store was 50% off, and it's 50% off all weekend.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you can go in
okay. Oh, there we
tomorrow.
go.
And the nice thing about Nerd Block is, they have so much stock that comes from the warehouse that as they're emptying shelves, they're filling it up with more stuff. And if they run out of something, they just replace it with something else. So it's constantly new inventory in that place. especially like with their t-shirts. Like I bought a t-shirt today. It's got some AT-ATs and the Death Star. It's kind of got like a Baywatch kind of look to it or something.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
was gonna say Miami Vice, but yeah.
Yeah, Miami Vice or something. And that's a lot of their shirts. They'll mix two themes together.
Yeah.
So to make them unique, which is what I like because I mean, well, you've seen my Followed shirt, where it's got like the corrugated wheel, and then it has the guy walking out of the vault, and it says 111 on his back.
Yeah.
I get a lot of compliments like for that shirt. I get a lot of Kevin Smith shirts from there too.
Right.
And I get a lot of compliments on those shirts, but they always get them dirt cheap. I didn't look through the bin. They have a bin beside the cash register. It says surprise shirts, and they're $5. And it tells you like what block it came from because they have like 10 different blocks.
Yeah.
So it'll say like it came from a comic block.
Yeah.
It's men's, and then what size it is, and it's in a white plastic bag. So you just take a chance for $5. You don't know what you're getting. You know you're getting something from a comic book.
Right.
And yeah, that bin, even that bin, 50% off. So those shirts were $2.50 today. You find your size, you buy a whole shit ton of t-shirts.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, really cool. I get a shirt club card. I don't know if I don't think I brought it in here. You buy 10 shirts, get one free. Or if you buy 20 shirts, you can get a free hoodie.
That's awesome.
Which is really good.
I like free stuff.
And they always have deals. They have a Toonie Tuesday. Buy one shirt, get one for $2.
Oh, that's alright.
So, you know, and their shirts are regularly like about $15 to $17. So you're still getting 2 shirts for $20, which is really good for t-shirts nowadays. Because, you know, I went to wrestling and their t-shirts are like $35 for one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure they're really expensive.
Really expensive, yeah. We don't seem to be getting any viewers here. Tracy just jumped on. Oh, we just went up to 4.
I'm just checking to make sure it's on my timeline, and it is. Which makes it even worse.
Yep, people are jumping off and on. Everybody would jump on and stay on and then make some comments.
Yeah.
Maybe Tracy, you want to give the page a share?
Are we not like good looking enough or something?
I think we're great looking.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get a hot female co-host. Just like every show does.
Isn't it generate viewers?
Probably.
I think you're right.
Every show does that.
I think you're right.
No matter what. Every show
She'd
does
have to be
that.
a little bit flighty too.
Flighty?
Yeah, she doesn't get a lot of things or something.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like she just seems really dim-witted.
Yeah. Is that so we can make jokes and stuff?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
she
okay.
won't get them and stuff like that. But then
Sure.
maybe she will later on, and then she'll laugh about something we told like 3
Right.
episodes ago or something.
That could be the shtick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This flighty blonde or redhead or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color hair is really.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that might work. We just get her to wear like low cropping shirts all the time.
Yep.
And then we have that sex appeal for the show.
That's the formula.
Sex sells.
Well, hey, every other show does it.
Alright, so if you email ultimategravityshow
Yeah, we're taking applications now.
at gmail.com, we are taking applications for a female co-host.
Yep.
So email us. And you don't have to email us a resume. Just give us like a pseudo write-up about why you would be good for the show. And a picture.
We're really getting that serious? Why they're good for
No,
the show?
no nudes.
Here's my
But you can send nudes if you
here's
want.
my picture and here's my name and whatever.
Yep, done.
That's pretty much it.
Yep, that's right. And yeah, and then we'll decide who's gonna be our new female co-host.
Yeah.
Hopefully that female co-host has a lot of money to bring into the show, so we can upgrade our equipment.
Oh yeah, we're gonna use her now?
Yeah.
We're already using her for money?
Well, no, she's gonna contribute to the show.
Oh, of course.
Well, we both contributed
Yeah.
equally. We have some stuff coming out for everybody to see, which should be pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm excited for that stuff to come in. It'll be probably in mid-December. We'll be showing that stuff.
Yep. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying it. We're investing in the show because it's getting more likes and aside from this episode, more viewers.
It's really weird we're not getting viewers right now. Friday night at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock almost.
Maybe everybody's at the bar getting smashed,
That's possible.
or I don't know, doing drugs.
Yeah. Like, screw that Ultimate Gravity show. I'm just gonna go do some drugs instead.
I got some drugs to do. I got some.
Maybe I'll go back and watch if they start talking about food when I have the munchies.
Yeah, right. I don't know what drugs they're doing though. What's a popular drug?
Everybody's out shopping? I don't know. Well, I guess Walmart doesn't close till 11. Did Walmart have a bunch of sales? I guess they probably did.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Walmart's another place I refuse to go. I hate that place.
I can't stand Walmart all year round.
It pisses me off too because Walmart has everything.
Yeah.
You can't find something. You're like, did you go to Walmart yet? No.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Fuck. You
Go
know
to
it's
Walmart.
there.
It's at Walmart.
Yeah, you know it's there. You definitely
Everything's
know
at
it's
Walmart, and yet I go in there and I'm like instantly pissed off.
there. Mm-hmm.
I'm like in there for 20 seconds and I'm like, fuck me, I gotta get out of here. I
Uh-huh.
hate this place.
No, I hear you, man.
I have eliminated one of my headaches when I go to Walmart,
Okay.
which is the parking lot. What I do is I park right on the side of the building, but the parking spot that I pick is right in line with the sidewalk at the front of the store.
Okay.
So there's the sidewalk at the front, and it keeps going, and then there's the side of the building with the road, and then just across the road is another parking lot. So I park in the first spot. I get out, cross the street right to the sidewalk at the front of the store, and then I go into the store. I avoid all of that parking at the front of the store.
Fire parking, yeah.
I avoid it altogether.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
That's one of my headaches gone. I've done that.
You know the worst part about the front of that parking lot is everybody walks everywhere. They don't look where they're going.
No, nobody
They
likes.
just jump out in front of you everywhere. I'm always afraid I'm gonna run somebody down,
Oh,
especially when I'm backing up.
Oh my god.
You try like backing up out of a spot, and they're just jutting in front of your car, and they're like, "What are you doing? Watch where you're going." It's
Yep.
like, man, you see my reverse lights on. Why are you gonna jump in front of the car?
There's been so many times where I've been actually in the midway backing up, and somebody still walks behind the car.
Yeah.
Why would you walk behind a car that's moving? Like it's backing up. Why walk behind it? And then they go, hey, oh, hey, I'm walking. Yeah, what?
And it's the
Who
only
does
place
that?
they do it. The only place. You go anywhere else, that shit doesn't happen.
Why? I don't get it.
I can't stand the rudeness of people at Walmart. That's what
Oh.
gets me. When people, they just like, they bump into you, they're rude,
Yep.
sometimes they seem really dirty and scummy. I'm just like, man, I don't want to be around these people.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right, they have everything there.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
They have everything. They even have, I saw now by the checkout, they have infomercial products.
Like as seen on TV type stuff.
Yep.
Oh.
They have shelves and shelves of it. I went to the checkout and I looked down because of the what do they call those purchases right at the checkout? The impulse buys.
The impulse buys, yeah.
And I looked down and I was like, what the hell is this? I'm like, the tack light. It's like as seen on TV, the tack light. It's that indestructible flashlight. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what the hell? And I'm like, Dashcam Pro. And then it was like the copper fit, the orthotic sleeves and everything. I was like, well, these are all infomercial products.
Yeah.
I'm like, son of a bitch, Walmart.
All the
you did it
most
again.
random stuff.
And I'm like, Walmart did it again. They got everything. You know what I mean?
They do, and I can't stand it there. And then at Christmas time it gets worse because it's packed, and they never have enough cashiers on them.
No.
Because they want to make it look like insanely busy by making these giant lineups at the front of the store.
But I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna go back and buy some infomercial products from there. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I got the Walmart credit card now.
Did you?
I got a Walmart MasterCard.
Oh man, that's dangerous.
Nah, you know what? Have you seen what the benefits are on it?
No.
So, the Walmart MasterCard, you just go to the checkout and give your driver's license to them, and they approve you right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I got approved, and you have to make one purchase inside Walmart, doesn't matter how much,
Mm-hmm.
and you make one purchase outside of Walmart in the first 30 days of having the credit card. If you do that, you get $25 in Walmart credit.
That's all right.
So I'm like, cool, Walmart credit, right on. And the lady goes, also, if you use the credit card for anything bought in Walmart, 1.25% of the purchase gets put back on the card in Walmart money. So credit in Walmart. Any purchase made outside of Walmart is 1%.
So they really want you to get that card and use it everywhere.
It's a cash back Walmart card. And I was like, can I pay this? Where do I pay this? Like online or something? She goes, no, you can pay it at the cash register.
So you just go into the cash register and pay for the. Oh man.
Yeah. So you can make a purchase at Walmart. You go, yeah, I'm gonna use a credit card, and then you go, yeah, I'll just pay that off with a debit card, and then you use the debit card to pay it off. All in one transaction.
All in one transaction. So
Yeah.
you're not even. Oh man.
You're basically getting free money from Walmart.
And free credit.
It's free credit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, you know what? That's not a bad deal at all. I'll take that. So like if I do Christmas shopping at Walmart, I'm gonna go grab some stuff, and then use the credit card, then put it on my debit card, just like I normally do.
And then all of a sudden you're gonna have a whole bunch of free Walmart money.
Then I'm gonna have a whole bunch of free credits at Walmart.
And you can go Boxing Day shopping.
That Boxing Day shopping, absolutely, you got it. You got it, son. You got it.
Yep.
No,
I
seriously,
never
man,
get
that's
to
a great
go
deal.
Boxing Day shopping. It upsets me because I like to take advantage of deals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like today, like Black Friday, so many people I saw were like, "Oh man, I'm staying away from that." Even when I called my mother, she's like, "No way, I work Black Friday. I don't want to go shopping it." I said, "You gotta understand, Black Friday is the last day before Christmas where you're gonna get smoking hot deals."
Right. Yeah.
So even if you're not buying like the door crasher item, say at like Best Buy or something like that, you know what I mean? You're not going out and buying the $1,500 TV for $300. You go to any of those stores, they have like general sales on, like 50% off everything. Old Navy today, 50% off the entire store.
Yeah. That's really good.
If you're buying clothes for like family or friends or like your kids or whatever, and you're gonna get it at 50% off, that shit's already cheap.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna get 50% off. They're not gonna have a 50% off sale again
No.
before Christmas.
Well, nobody has 50% off sales.
No, not at all. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I told my mom, I was like, you know what? Yeah, of course, I'm gonna take advantage. I got to spend half the amount that I'm going to spend anyways for Christmas, and I saved that amount.
Yep.
So like if I drop $150 today, I don't look at it as I spent $150 on Christmas shopping. I look at it as I saved $150 Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Because I would have spent $300 buying that stuff anyways.
Yeah. See, the thing with Boxing Day is you gotta watch. I made the mistake of buying things from Boxing Day sales that they, the door crashers and all that stuff.
Yep.
But to be honest with you, a lot of those products, they get them in specifically for Boxing Day.
That's right.
And I found what you have to go after on Boxing Day is the products that they normally have in the store all year round that they've discounted.
They don't normally discount it.
If you go in there, like, say a week or 2 weeks before and you go, oh man, there's that computer I really want. And then they go Boxing Day, oh, there's this new computer in there. No, that's just for Boxing Day. It's a cheap version.
Yeah.
And then you see yours, no, you go after the one you wanted.
Even if yours is only 20% off, you're not going to get that 20% off any other time.
Right.
So take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. That's smart shopping.
The door crashes they bring in, and I mean, like TVs, it's always flat screens.
Yeah.
And if you like look at the company names on those flat screens, I mean, I've never even heard of these companies.
Yeah.
Seiki.
Yeah, Seiki. There's all kinds of Missio. I don't know, all kinds of weird names.
I've never even heard of these companies.
There's Chinese TV companies. Like they're probably made by the bigger brand companies. They just make these cheap versions.
I had one before. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I got one. It's Viore.
Viore, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I found that it was a third-party television. So like Samsung owns a discount brand.
Yep.
that discount brand made a discount brand of its own, and that's the one I
Oh
bought.
my god.
That's the one I bought. I tried to find like a customer service number.
Yeah.
Didn't exist.
Yeah, they don't have one.
No.
They literally made that product for, like, you know, like you said, like a Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Just
Just suck people in.
suck it in, get that money, and then that company's gone. You're like, you've never heard of it before.
Yep. So yeah, don't go after the. If the dog,
That's why when
if
those
it's a name
TVs
brand
break
dog
down,
crasher, but
that's why when you buy those brands and they're like, oh, do you want to buy the protection plan for a year because it only has a 3-month warranty?
go for it.
Take it, because what happens is the TV breaks down in 6 to 7 months. Guess what? They're not going to have that TV in stock anymore.
No.
And they're going to go, oh, okay, well, we have to replace it with this, and they give you like a Samsung or something. So they replace it with a better brand.
Yep. Next equivalent brand, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So door crasher's not good. Lately I've been liking. I like to go to like hardware stores like Home Depot and stuff.
Canadian Tire had a bunch of stuff on sale
Canadian
too.
Tire. Oh yeah, I love Canadian Tire. Because you know what I found? Even like no name brand. Oh, no name brand, but like off brands of tools.
Yeah.
Still are good quality. They still last a long time because they're tools.
Yeah.
It's literally a hunk of metal. And I'm like, well, you can't really go wrong with a hunk of metal.
No.
It's gonna last. It's a piece of steel.
Yeah.
So when you go after that, like Canadian Tire or like Home Depot, you know, they'll have something that's like $80 and it's on for 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, whatever. I've never even heard of this brand, but you know what? That's a smoking deal, and it's not. It's a wrench. I'm not gonna break it or anything.
That's right.
You know. Did you imagine that? You got a wrench and you're like wrenching on a nut, and it just goes wham, it just breaks apart. You're like, oh, it just shattered in my hands. Never
Actually,
happens.
I only ever had that problem once with it was a no-name brand ratchet,
Yeah.
but the gears inside the ratchet, like that move it around,
Yeah.
they fell apart.
Okay. Yeah.
So the metal itself stays solid,
Yeah.
but the gears inside, they made them out of plastic or something
Right.
to make it cheaper. That's the part that faulted.
Yeah. You know
And
what?
I was like, with the rest of the wrench itself, it's solid. It's not going anywhere.
You know what brand is notorious for that? Power Fist.
Power Fist.
From
Oh,
Princess Auto.
from Princess Auto. Yeah.
Power Fist. Any power tools, stay away.
Uh-huh.
I've seen reciprocating saws where the first time a guy used them, it broke, and then they took it apart to like see what was wrong with it, and all the gears inside were plastic.
Oh,
And
brutal.
they're like, this is gonna break every single time.
Yep.
And so when it comes to power tools, don't get Power Fist.
Yeah, you just gotta be smart. I mean, you gotta think about how potentially something is made, and then what you would do to make it cheaper. Plastic gears inside is one of them.
Yeah.
So if you get a power tool and you're like, okay, it's gonna be made with like all these metal gears and stuff. Why is that one $100 cheaper? Plastic instead.
Yep.
Plastic's gonna shatter instantly. It's power tools. It's moving really fast.
Yeah.
Plastic's gonna shatter right away.
Oh yeah.
The other one I used for sales today was buying a video game. So my brother doesn't have Facebook, so I won't be spoiling anything. Bought him the new wrestling game.
Yeah.
WWE 17, because it was on his kind of like his wish list. Now that game, every year at Christmas time, that game comes out like 2 months before Christmas.
Yeah.
And that's the game he wants, and it's always $80.
Yep.
Well, Black Friday today, they had it on sale for $39.
Wow, that's great.
It's half the price. So, of course, I'm going to buy this because
Yeah.
I said not only is it not going to go on sale before Christmas again, it's not going to get any lower until they make the next year's version of the game.
Right.
So that game is going to stay like $70, $80 for an entire year. Take advantage of that sale right now because it's not going back down until next year.
Absolutely.
And then by the time it goes down, you're just like, I don't want that game, I want the new one.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good deal.
oh, it's a smoking deal.
You know what's funny? I made no secret I don't like wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
but the wrestling games they make are so entertaining.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're such fun games to play. Even though I hate watching wrestling, I go, oh, wrestling game, cool. They're always fun to play.
Yeah,
Especially making your own character and everything like that.
you can spend hours
So
just
fun.
making your own characters,
So much
and
fun.
and it's hilarious too because you do stupid stuff like you make them look goofy, and then you make a guy come down to like a female like posture and move, and it looks just funny and stupid and stuff. Yeah, you can spend hours just doing Creation Zone. You know what the cool part is too now? They got so intricate with the creation part, which is good because that was a solid part of the game, is creating stuff. They have it now. You can create not only can you create your wrestler, but you can create you can create your own arena.
Oh wow.
You can create your own entrance, like music and video and stuff, and you can upload pictures to use as skins, like around faces and bodies and stuff.
Wow.
So it's really creative. Like they have all kinds of this stuff in the Creation Zone, all kinds of features. And then when you're done creating it, you can upload your creation to their own online creation center.
Oh, you showed me this, didn't you?
Yeah. So now you can go on and you can just download anybody's creation for free.
Right.
So you're finding all kinds of stuff on there. I'm finding everything from say a legendary wrestler that's not in the game, or like a current wrestler that hasn't made the roster yet, to like a Power Ranger, Batman, Spider-Man, just all kinds of random stuff. Barack Obama's on there, like you know what I mean, like Donald Trump, like you just have like the most random stuff, and you can download it all. They even have create your own belts.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they have all kinds of stuff, and I could just spend hours going through the Creation Zone and doing all that stuff. You create your own pay-per-view, everything like that, and that's kind of fun.
I remember we created the most ridiculous looking character on one of those games. We maxed out his height, and then we made him as light as possible.
Beautiful.
So as skinny as possible.
So he just looked like the Slender Man.
Yeah. He was like 6'9" and like 115 pounds. And then we gave him a slightly oversized head with a mask, and we made his hands and his feet oversized as well.
Clearly, he is an oddity from Africa.
Absolutely ridiculous. We couldn't even watch him wrestle, and because it looks so stupid with him like slapping a guy and then like picking him up, because it made no sense. Because he picks up like this huge guy like Big Show.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is this even possible?
It's not possible.
It's just a slim stick man.
Yep.
Going like picking up this Big Show and like slamming him and like, come on.
Well, maybe what we can
Look
do.
ridiculous.
The other nice feature on the PlayStation 4, I'm sure the Xbox has it as well. Right on the controller, I have a button called Share, and I can hit the Share button, and I can actually upload directly to Facebook from the game.
Really?
Screenshots and video shots. As you're on the go, and you can you can actually live stream your video game that you're playing to Facebook, and then people can watch it live as you're playing.
Oh, I've seen that. Everybody does that with Overwatch.
Yeah, I got other friends doing like Far Cry and different stuff like that, right? But yeah, you can just hit the share button, boom, share it. So what we could do is we could create some wrestlers, and then we'll hit the share button and grab a screenshot of them, and then and then I'll hit share. We can just throw it on page.
Right on.
Ridiculous wrestlers. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, what is this? My ex was obsessed with wrestling. Wait, there was somebody before Scott? My mind is blown. There is nothing before Scott. We would rent wrestling games all the time, and he would create a version of us going to the ring. It was always fun making kids. Yeah, you know what? That's it. It's always fun. And that's what everybody does too, is they make a version of themselves. They always try to make it like the most badass character.
Yeah.
And then you just have fun and make a whole bunch of other stupid characters. Or you make a bunch of your friends and stuff and create like a stable.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of fun.
My brother, he made a character. You know how you customize your moves and everything?
Yeah.
What he did was he made every single move the same button combo. So it was like the move required 2 buttons at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, great. He picks it. He goes, move for this, 2 buttons at the same time. And it was a list of the same buttons. So all he did was he just kept hitting the same buttons, and no matter what position the guy was in, he would go for some move.
It's just some move, right?
Yeah.
Like,
And so my brother, all he was doing the entire match was just slamming these buttons over and over again. That's all he did, and that's how we win matches.
you could probably still do that.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, that is cheating. He's like, that's not cheating, man. That's smart thinking right there. It's smart.
If it's in the game, you can do it. It's not cheating.
Oh, I have met, yeah, I met her ex-wife. He's nice. He's a nice guy.
That's
He's
cool.
It helps that he's really, really small,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of afraid of me, even though I haven't threatened him or anything like that. He's just naturally afraid of the huge man.
It's good.
He's a small guy. He's a nice guy, though.
Went to wrestling on the weekend, of
Yep.
course. Survivor Series on Sunday and Monday Night Raw on Monday. I went with Frank, who has not been on the show, and Dee, who has been on the show.
Yeah.
The three of us went to both events. The seating was amazing.
Yeah.
We were 6 rows up in the stands, and we had like such a clear view of the ring, and we were so close to it. It was just amazing to be that close.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
The crowds were absolutely electric. Like when Goldberg's entrance, like when it shows a video of him like walking through the back and stuff before he hits the ring,
Yeah.
and the whole crowd just starts chanting Goldberg. And I started chanting, and then I stopped because I want to like take it in, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
I stop and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this is surreal.
Yeah.
The sound of that crowd chanting in unison is just, it gives you chills. It doesn't matter what they're chanting, but
So the
Kelly says nice haircut.
yeah, thanks, Kelly.
But yeah, they had so they're doing all these chants, but the most fun was this Saturday night they had an event, NXT. I don't know if you know what NXT is. NXT is like the think of it like the minor leagues.
Okay.
That is still owned by WWE.
Yeah.
They use it as like a grooming level wrestling league.
Okay.
So when guys get entry level contracts, they go to NXT and they fight there until they're conditioned enough that they can come up to the main roster.
Right.
So NXT though is being hailed over the last like year or two as like much better wrestling than the actual WWE and in the Monday and Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
So people are saying like it's much better because those guys are actually like they're putting a ton of effort in.
Yeah.
And the caliber of the wrestling that they're providing is way better. So they would say, yeah, the NXT events on those weekends, they always overshadow the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to go to NXT. I don't really know a lot about NXT. I know it's really good to watch, but I'm not going to go. And it's too bad I didn't go because it did overshadow the whole weekend, even right down to the chants.
Really.
So there's a guy on NXT. His name is Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
He says everything he does is a perfect 10.
Okay.
So the crowd gets into it, and what happens is he'll be doing something like say you get the guy in the corner and you're hammering him with fists, and the ref's counting like 1, 2, 3.
The phantom count that he's always got going on.
Yeah, he's a phantom count. So what he's managed to do is create this persona where he gets the crowd involved, and no matter what count the ref is at, the crowd is always going 10 because he's a perfect 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that overshadowed the whole weekend. Even though that guy is only on NXT on Saturday,
Right.
you don't see him for the rest of the weekend. But the very first match on the pay-per-view, a guy went out of the ring and the ref goes aside, he counts, and you hear the crowd go, "Whoa, 10! Whoa, 10!" And I'm like, this guy isn't even anywhere. Like, they're just chanting, and they did it all weekend. It was the funniest the first time, though, because the ref, when he got to about a 3 count, and they were still doing, "Whoa, 10!" and the whole arena is so loud in unison. He stops, and he's like, as he's counting, he's like listening. Like, you can see his head turn for a second, and then he brings up another one, and he hears the 10, and from my seat, I actually see him smirk and go like this. It turns his head, shaking it, and then he just kept doing the 10s. They tried their hardest to ignore it all weekend, like the talent and the referees and stuff. and they just couldn't. That even if you were to go back and watch the pay-per-view from Sunday, you'll actually hear the crowds on TV going chanting 10 as during any of that stuff. It's unreal. To the point that on Monday, when they started doing it again, one of the wrestlers, he actually put his hands out like this, and it went 10. And that's what the other guy at NXT does, is he goes like this to signify perfect 10.
Yeah.
And that's what he did to make a gesture back out to the crowd, which is pretty fun.
So with Raw, was this the Raw that was in Toronto? Was that televised?
Yes.
It was like a normal Monday Night Raw thing?
It is. It was live.
Oh, okay, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so Survivor Series was live, and Monday Night Raw was live as well.
Oh, I see.
And so was the NXT.
That's pretty good.
So what they do is, when you get there, they have, they'll do a couple matches, they're called dark matches, that are not televised live, but they'll film them still.
Right.
And then, so like, Survivor Series, they do like a couple matches, and they're dark matches, but what they're doing is they're pre-show matches.
Yeah.
And they'll maybe show them like just on the network later or something like that, or tell you about them later.
Sure.
And then before Monday Night Raw, they do a couple dark matches, and they're called WWE Superstars. And they'll have a show later in the week called WWE Superstars, and then they'll show those matches that were filmed during that time.
Right, and like they're the undercard, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Not the most entertaining matches by any means.
Right.
You know, just kind of warms you up a bit. But it gets the crowd going too, right? Because they get all fun having their chants. The other most ridiculous thing that I had so much fun watching go down was Sunday night we were behind the camera. So where the camera faces, we were behind it. So there was no chance I was getting any TV time at all from the crowd. But on Monday night, we were on the opposite side, so the camera constantly pointed our way.
Yeah.
And there's a guy 2 or 3 rows in front of us. He had this sign, and he kept trying to stick it up every time the camera would be pointed at him. Because actually, like, what you can't see on camera is the jumbotron up top, like that the Leafs use, the box.
Yeah.
It actually shows video feed of what's being shown live on the network, and it's in live unison, right?
Right.
So this guy can look up and see when the camera's pointing towards him, and he just brings the sign up every time, right? Every time he does it, I can't see a thing. He's just got the sign blocking the whole ring, and D beside me, equally as aggravated. So after only like 1 or 2 times, D just started yelling, "Put your sign down! Put your sign down!" And then and he just kept saying it. And the guy directly in front of us, he just kept laughing. He just kept laughing. And then every time you'd see a sign like start to come up, and you'd hear D, "Put your sign down!" And he put it back down. He didn't even get it up. And he did it so much that throughout the whole night, it was just so constant. The guy was so berated and embarrassed, he actually left his sign in the seat when he left.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun. He looked back at us at one point and he was laughing, but D just kept hammering on him. And then we go to a commercial break and he'd be like, "Put your sign up! Put your sign up!" And he's just yelling it like at the top of his lungs too.
So I didn't watch anything of that wrestling except for the one match where it made a lot of waves on the internet, and a message board I go to for UFC mixed martial arts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody posted it on there, and it was the Lesnar Goldberg, which was the big build up, and I'm like, okay. And everybody was going on about how this match was bullshit, and I'm like, oh, now I gotta see this.
Yeah.
And so the match lasted.
It was 1:27.
Minute, yeah.
1:27.
Where so they gets in there, they push each other around. Goldberg spears Lesnar twice.
Yep.
Then does the big slam and then pins him.
Yep.
And I couldn't believe that. Like, I'm not sure why they would build it up so much just to do that.
So the play-by-play as I'm watching that, because my most enjoyable is the crowd, as I said. The play-by-play of that, when Brock picked up Goldberg and like carried him over the corner and slammed him against the corner, nobody really said much. Like, it was just expected that Brock was going to pick this guy up and throw him around. Well, as soon as he got to the corner, you see, of course, Goldberg, he pushes him, and he goes flying and falls over.
Yeah.
The crowd popped. It went nuts.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my god, and they like pushed him over and shit. But then as he got up, Goldberg gave him that spear, crowd popped again, second time, and then another spear, popped again. The crowd was going absolutely apeshit. And then he did that giant jackhammer slam, he calls it a jackhammer. And then when he pinned him, like the whole crowd in unison was like, 1, 2, and then they did 3, and everybody was like, it was like a half a second of silence. Because it was like, what? Everybody in that arena was expecting Brock to kick out. Because that's traditional, right? Like you get in there, you get pinned a bunch of times early, but you always kick out. You drag that match on, right?
But
everybody gets to do some moves.
Well, I mean, the thing that I was watching it, they had the opportunity to make some epic match,
right?
And I don't know why they made that match so quick, like why they would do that.
So the internet is
was
buzzing.
Brock injured or something, and they just.
There's 2 things about that. The internet is buzzing right now that Goldberg is the one that's hurt. So on Monday night, the week before, they did some like dramatic standoff, and they had a whole bunch of security guys in the ring.
Yeah.
And Goldberg was like throwing all these guys around to get at Brock. Well, apparently he tweaked his shoulder a bit when he was throwing those guys around, and because of that, they let the match kind of throw over really quickly to preserve his shoulder, because they knew they were going to continue on using him later on.
Yeah.
Watching the match and watching the way Brock got hit with those 2 spears, my personal opinion is that Brock got hurt, not Goldberg. I don't think Goldberg's shoulder was bad enough that he could actually I can't make it through the match. Or they would have just they would have done something to call the match quickly. Like before the match even started, you know what I mean? They would have done something to screw it over or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy's injured, we're gonna do some kind of dramatic show, pre-planned dramatic screw job or something, right? You jump him in the back and he doesn't get to wrestle or something, right? But the second time you see Brock go down, and the way he's facing down, and he's holding his stomach, usually when wrestlers want to communicate with other wrestlers in the ring, they'll put their face down, so the crowd and the TV can't see what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually talking to the other wrestler. And I think what happened is that when he had his head buried, and the guy went over to pick him up, I'm pretty sure at that point he probably said, "You gotta pin me." And he just picked him up, slammed him, and pinned him right there with communication. So, and my theory behind that is, do you remember when Brock was in UFC? They had that intestine surgery or whatever it was. Not 100% sure what surgery it was he had.
He had diverticulitis.
Right. I'm betting that those spears probably aggravated something down there.
It's quite possible, yeah.
And he felt it probably right away and went, "You gotta pin me." Because if he just kept going for 45 minutes, he would have been a mess.
Yeah.
Because that match ended at 10:30, and we were supposed to be there till 11. So another half an hour of them battling it out, that guy he would have been a mess.
It's possible because Brock's last fight in the UFC, he fought Alistair Overeem. And Alistair Overeem is a gigantic kickboxer from Holland.
Yep.
And Overeem clinched him and kneed him in the stomach a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
And they were devastating knees. This guy is he's the same size as Lesnar is.
Yeah.
And the guy's humongous. But yeah, he was hitting him with these knees and was lifting Brock Lesnar off the floor, and it was ridiculous. And that was it. That beat him. And so yeah, it could be. And then he said after the match that Overeem went after his only weak spot or something like that.
Yeah.
He cheated. So that's possible, yeah.
Possibly a little tender or something. I don't think it's something that will actually come to light. I think everybody in that fandom universe will all have their theories about, Goldberg was hurt, or it was thrown for whatever dramatic reason to move forward and all that stuff. Because there's a lot of people who are like, why would he throw him over like that when Goldberg's on this Brock is on this unbeatable path, and all of a sudden Goldberg comes back and beats him in a minute. it kind of ruins the whole image of Brock as unstoppable.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, there's got to be a reason. Either way, one or the other, one of those guys was hurt, and that's why the match ended.
That's what I was thinking too.
The other thing I think they did is because Monday night, the last match, they did a no disqualification match, and they said each of the guys in the match, their stable buddies, if you want to call them, they weren't allowed to come out to the ring to help out. So you know, they always come out and interfere and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They said they're banned from ringside, they're not allowed to come out. Well, that no DQ match was really good, and they like went around the whole arena and fought around the whole arena in the crowd and stuff. And it was pretty cool because the one guy climbed up the side of the railing and stood on the entranceway, like where the Zamboni comes out. He stood up on top of that board on there and jumped off onto the other guy onto the cement floor, which was amazing because he's like in the crowd, the crowd's all around him, they're all cheering and stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of out of the norm.
Yeah.
My theory behind that is Monday morning, the bigwigs or whatever, the writers or whatever, they went, yeah, we really screwed everybody on Sunday night, having to end that episode really quickly. We got to give them something at the end of Monday Night Raw that'll kind of make up for it.
Yeah, that's possible.
So, and that's what they did. They put on an epic match, and we got to scream a lot, and that's what made it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then we went in the hallway after Monday Night Raw, and people were like actually wrestling each other. I got that on video. If you go on the page just below this video, you'll see after Raw video, and you'll see the guys. They're like, one guy spears the other guy right in the hallway. It's pretty funny, and they're all carrying like replica belts and stuff.
Before we forget, we should talk about the book here that we have as a prop.
Sorry.
This is Don Cherry's new book.
Just came out. I haven't read it
It
yet.
just came out. I started reading it today.
Okay.
Every chapter is a person that he knows,
Oh, okay.
and so he tells stories about that person. And it's all, of course, famous hockey players and everything
Yeah.
like that. I think the first chapter, if I'm not mistaken, is like Bobby Orr. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. A lot of behind the scenes stuff, of course, because it's Don Cherry.
Yep.
But we got this book, Chapters in Oshawa,
Yeah, we each got one of these.
where Don Cherry was doing a signing.
Yeah, we did. So if you actually open the book up, you'll see Don Cherry has it signed there.
Yeah.
So we got to meet him. That was last night.
Yeah, that was last night. We each got a copy, and
He was really neat. He was
there for 1 hour, right?
Yeah, 1 hour.
doing a signing.
And he had this really bright checkered shirt, like suit jacket on.
Yeah,
And his brother and his sister were there helping him out
yeah.
with the signing, which is pretty cool. And I got some pictures. His brother was taking the pictures, like taking the phones. And I thought, oh man, it's gonna be like, usually when somebody takes your phone, you got like a 50-50 shot that this picture's gonna come out. But what his brother was doing, he just kept hitting the camera button. He knew.
Yeah,
It must be from experience. He knew to take as many shots as possible really quickly,
yeah,
so that you know one of them's gonna come out.
yeah.
Which is great. I got a bunch of shots, and I got some good ones of me and Grapes.
Yeah, yeah, he was there 1 hour only doing autographs, and you know, we were talking about the whole time in line. What do you say to a guy like that? Because you always want to say something to the celebrity or the sports star.
And I
right?
usually do.
You want to come up with something
Yeah.
good they've never heard before, but it's like, wow, what do you say to Don Cherry? The guy's heard everything. Oh, I love Don Cherry, you're my hero. I'm so honored. Yeah, he's heard that all before.
He's heard it before, right?
So what do you say to the guy, right?
We're going to another book signing Monday.
That Wendell Clark, right?
Wendell Clark at Chapters, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And he's got a new book out called Bleeding Blue.
Yeah.
And you can pick it up at Chapters. It's only $15. And if you pick it up on Monday, $15, you get a slip. And you can get in line and actually get Wendell to sign it for you.
That's a good deal.
Which is a really awesome. You get a good
Great
book
deal.
and you get to meet Wendell Clark.
Yeah. You know, I went to a Todd Domi's book signing.
Oh,
He was at Walmart,
Uh-huh.
North End, Oshawa, and I don't know how long he was there for, but man, there was a lot of people there for that one. Holy crap, that was a big line. And so I'm thinking, like, I don't know what I say to this guy, right, when I get to him. I want to think of something like meaningful to say to him instead of like, "Oh, Ty Domi, you're my favorite, man." Or you're
Well,
awesome.
that's what I do with
You're
Cujo.
awesome. Well,
Because
so what I did was I walk up to he's sitting at the table, and I slide my book in front of him, and he grabs the book. He didn't even look at me first. He grabs the book. He grabs his pen. He opens it up. He goes, "All right, hey man, how you doing?" And then he looks up and goes, "Oh, hey, big guy." I was like, "How you doing? How you doing, Ty?" He's like, "Good." And I was like, and he's like, "So, what's your name?" And I was like, "Scott." And he starts writing, and I was like, "Oh, what do I say to this guy now?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate you coming to Oshawa." He goes, "Oh, yeah, Oshawa's great. I always come to Oshawa. They treat me well here." I'm like, "Oh, it's good to hear." He goes, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "Anyway, your son, he's really killing it there." He goes, "Oh yeah, my son. He's better than his old man was. That's for sure." And I was like, "Yes."
yeah, you got it in
I
there.
finally got something like meaningful out there, and
Yep.
I got him talking a little bit, right?
I have.
But he was funny because he stood up and he's like, "Oh, jeez," he's like looking up at me,
he was expecting a kid
and
or
so like
something.
the picture of me and him together, I'm like, man, he's so small.
Is he really short?
He's a small dude,
Wow.
but his hands and his knuckles are really
Oh, they're
big.
probably marred up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got big hands and big knuckles. They're all small.
Clark will have big hands too. I know that as well. That his hands are all marred up and stuff.
Yeah.
They're pretty big from all his fights.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I wanted to say something interesting or something I never heard before.
Yep.
My brother Quinn, he's the same way. I was telling him about this today, and he goes, "Oh, I totally agree with you." He says, "There's two guys that I met that I come up with something they've never heard before." And he said one was Dana White, the president of the UFC.
I think I've heard this, but I can't remember.
He said Dana White was he was walking through the crowd and all that stuff, and people were like, "Hey, Dana, sign my thing." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." He's signing autographs and
Yeah.
shooting the shit with people. And Quinn's like, "Okay, here's my chance." And he goes up to him and goes, "Hey, Dana White, hey, come on, I gotta sign this stuff right here." He goes, "Yeah, sure, man." And he goes, and Quinn says, "Oh yeah, Dana, I love the Ultimate Fighting Challenge." And he goes, "Yeah, thanks, man." Yeah. Challenge, yeah, okay. And then his Quinn's girlfriend is right behind him, and she goes, "Oh, he knows it's the championship. He knows what he's talking about. He's just messing with you." Dana White goes, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "Yeah, all right, see you later, guys." And so Quinn was like, "Yeah, I got him."
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna remember that all night.
He's never heard that before.
Yeah.
And so, that was that, yeah.
When we met Cujo, because of course I know I'm gonna tell this guy that he's my all-time favorite goalie and all this stuff, but he's heard it probably a million times.
Yeah.
So I made sure that when I was getting a picture taken and getting his autograph, I told him about how every time I went to a Leaf game, he was on the bench. They put the backup goalie in.
Right.
And he's like, "Really? I played a lot of home games. I was a starter goalie." I'm like, no. I said, "I understand that, but I'd only go to like 1, maybe 2 games a year.
Yeah.
And those games that I went to, he never started the game.
Right.
I never got to see him play." He goes, "Really? That's really weird." I'm like, "You're telling me, man, it was bad luck. Bad luck. I didn't get to watch him play live." And that's a little more memorable than, "Hey, you're my favorite."
So, when it came to Don Cherry, did you say anything? What did you say to him?
I actually did not say anything at all to Don Cherry other than "Thank you, Don."
Yeah.
Don Cherry, for me, had a little bit more of a sentimental touch, and I got lost in my head when I was with him.
Yeah.
Don Cherry was one of my grandmother's favorite. Other than her favorite league was Ty Domi, but she loved Don Cherry, and I used to go watch every single hockey game with her when I was younger. I'd always go to her house, or she'd be at my house. We'd watch every game, and we always had to watch Coach's Corner.
Yeah.
She absolutely loved Don Cherry to the point like she had like little cardboard cutout and like my old Bubba can. Like she didn't drink or anything, but she had my Bubba can that had Don Cherry on it.
Yeah.
And she had a little cutout of Don Cherry on her living room table, your coffee table and stuff. She loved grapes. So when I got up to him, that's all I could think about was this is somebody my grandmother would love to have met. And all I could do was just thank him.
Yeah.
That thank you meant more to me probably than to him, but it was very surreal to meet him and shake his hand and be there right beside him and do the thumbs up with him and stuff.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing to do that. I got a funny one about memorable moments with celebrities.
You know what I said to Don Cherry? Probably the same shit he's heard a million times.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yep.
Thank you very much for coming here.
Yep. It's an honor to meet you. Thanks a lot for coming.
Yep. We gotta come up with something for Wendell.
Yeah. And then I walked away and I was like, hey, you know, I got it all out. I'm like, yeah, that's what he wants to hear. So
Yep.
I'm like, he's probably heard that a million times.
Yeah.
It's an honor to meet you, sir. Thanks for coming. Oh, I really appreciate that. You're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know
I just
what?
heard that a million
I
times.
think everybody should jump on when they watch this video tonight. If you're watching it live or if you watch it later, put a comment. What should we say to Wendell Clark? Keep it clean, all right? We're not gonna just like call him something stupid.
Yeah, I
or
doubt
something.
you're going to get any serious
But,
answers on this one.
Give us some answers on what we can say to Wendell Clark that would be memorable.
Yeah, I doubt anybody's going to be serious.
Yeah, probably not, but we'll see what happens. Another good one, it's not to traject back to wrestling, but when me and my buddy Ryan, I think you met Ryan LaFlamme,
No, I know.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
we went to Fan All Access for WrestleMania 18, way back in the day when WrestleMania was in Toronto. And the Fan Access is where like you can go and meet some of the wrestlers and get autographs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have no idea who you're going to meet though. So you get in line, you get this giant line that takes like an hour and a half to get to the front of it. And halfway through the line, they'll switch up the wrestler because they're only there for about an hour. And so by the time you get to the front, you've got somebody different, but you didn't know who that was going to be. So as we're almost to the front, they swap out like some female wrestler that was up there that we really didn't want to care to meet anyways.
Yeah.
And they swapped her out with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And which of course we're both really excited at the time. We're like, oh man, Stone Cold, like back then it was like Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H were like the top three guys, right? And it's Ryan's favorite wrestler, Stone Cold. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I get up there and I'm like, yeah, I know it's awesome to meet you. I'm really looking forward to your match tomorrow night. Kick his ass, all this stuff. Like, just saying all this stuff. He's like, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And he writes my program and stuff. Ryan, now he's had probably a half an hour to think up what he's gonna say to his hero, Stone Cold. Ryan gets up there, hands him his program open on a page with a picture of Austin, and he gets up there and Stone Cold takes the magazine, and Ryan's like, hey. And Austin stops and he looks up and he's like, and then gives him the middle fingers like this, and then autographs his book, and then pushes him aside. And Ryan's like, yeah, thanks. And he takes the book and he walks away. I'm like, what the hell was that? What did you say to him? He goes, I just said, hey.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it? You didn't say anything? And he's like, no. Oh, damn it. And he realized he screwed it all up. He didn't say anything. But Austin caught it on that he didn't say anything. He gave him that finger.
Yeah.
That happens quite frequently to Ryan. He'll realize way after the point that he probably should have said more or something like that.
Well, that's a good enough story anyway.
That happened to me with Don Cherry. I realized after
words.
I probably should have said something more to Don.
Yeah.
Maybe sound something a little bit about me and my grandmother watching him and stuff. How she had like stuff on the coffee table with him and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's heard that a million times. Who knows? But
that's Don Cherry. Who knows? He's probably heard it a million times.
Yep. But
Cujo, I didn't say much to Cujo when we were there.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
He pointed out that I had a rookie card for him to sign.
Yeah?
And I was like, hell yeah, man, it's gotta be special.
Gotta be special.
He's like, oh, right on, yeah. I don't know what to say to him. I'm like,
well, at least you didn't ask him to sign 12 hockey cards.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey, I know you're leaving, but can you sign these 12 hockey cards in front of everybody?
What do you think I can get for these on the internet?
We saw Frank at the Don Cherry signing.
Yep.
I was half expecting him to have a bag load of Don Cherry stuff.
Right, yeah.
But he just had the book. He followed the rules.
Yeah. Well, they were pretty strict about it there.
His face was frozen too, so
yeah.
we had a little bit of fun with that. Trying to get him to talk and stuff.
He did a lot of talking for a guy that said he didn't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called me today to ask me if he should buy a video game. I was like, I don't know why he's asking me if he should buy a video game. He's like, yeah, should I buy this game? It's on sale. I'm like, he's like, should I buy it on PS4? I'm like, do you have a PS4? He's like, no. Well, then why would you buy it on? Well, I might get one later on. By the time you get around to buying one of those systems, that game's already going to be cheap.
Yeah.
There's no point in you buying that game right now unless you're going to buy it on a console that you already have.
Right.
Okay, well, I don't know if I really play video games much. Should I buy it anyways? Well, I don't know, man. Do you want it or not? Like, why are you asking me? I bought it for my brother. I don't want it. I didn't buy myself a copy. So yeah, that's the thing with Frank. He will call you and ask you like so much to death. All these signings that we go to when he shows up and comes to these, he calls those places ahead of time.
Yeah.
And asks them a million questions about it. So like the morning we went to Survivor Series, or the afternoon, sorry. Mm-hmm. In the morning, he called EB Games in Toronto because they had one of the wrestlers signing autographs there. He called them and asked them if it was worth his while to come in from Oshawa to get something signed. And they told him it was one per customer, and that they still had time. He could make it and get a wristband and get something signed. And he still brought 3 things to get signed, even after they told him just one.
Did he get all 3 signed?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, he totally did.
Wow.
And it's the most ridiculous things. And me and Dee, like all weekend, we were just like, "What is going on?" So me and Dee would be in the car on our phones, texting each other back and forth while Frank's driving. This made Frank drive in because he's got the big Escalade.
Yeah.
And so while we're driving, I said to Dee, I was like, "Well, what the fuck is going on here?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Why is Frank doing 80 on the highway?" I'm like, and he's not just like stuck behind a truck, he's doing 80. Yeah. He's doing 80 the whole way from Whitby to Toronto.
There's nobody in front of him.
No.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing 80 for? And he's like, oh, there's a truck in front of me. I'm like, there's nobody beside you. At all, like both lanes beside you are clear.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. He comes over, brings it up to 90. He was there, I'm doing 90.
Pushing it.
I'm like, oh man, look out. And he's doing 90. And then I'm just like laughing. And then a few minutes later, I hear Dee in the back, "Frank, what are you doing? You're doing 80 again." I slowed back down. It was like, it's bad enough for me to get stuck in DVP traffic. Why are you going to go slow down?
Does he not like driving on the highway?
I don't know, because he was telling us about how he did like 140 to get to Toronto to meet AJ Styles, but he did not make it to 100 to go to the pay-per-view. We get to the arena. We decide to park on Bay Street across from the ACC. It's $30 to park. Doesn't matter. The 3 of us are splitting on parking and gas. So we give him some money. He's gonna park. We're right there. He pulls in. He's like, "All right, where am I gonna park?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just find a spot." And he proceeds to drive around the parking lot, like for easily 10-15 minutes.
Right.
But it's not because the parking lot's full. Only the front half of the parking lot is full.
Yeah.
The middle has like sporadic parking with like tons of spaces, and the back is completely open.
So what was he looking for?
The perfect spot.
Okay.
He's looking for the perfect spot.
Right.
So he's like driving up. He's like, "Oh, what about these spots are really small. What about? Where do you think a good spot would be in these spots where I could park and not have to worry about somebody hitting my doors?"
Right.
I don't know, at the back where there's nobody parking.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I don't know.
On the road? I don't know.
Yeah, on the road. So he finds one spot that's like kind of like on the end of an aisle.
Yeah.
And he backs it into there, and it's like perfect. It's got the laneway where cars can go, and then the aisles. So we're right on the end, and it's slightly angled. I'm like, "Oh, it's a good spot. Perfect. You can get out. We have tons of space. You don't have to worry about us." I'm like, "Oh, cool." He parks it, puts it in park. And I take my seatbelt off, and I know I can hear Dee collecting his stuff in the back. And then all of a sudden, Frank puts it back in drive and starts driving, and I'm like, what are you doing?" He's like, "No, I don't like this spot. I gotta find another spot."
Wow.
So then, another 5 minutes later, he finds a spot right beside another Escalade. He found the one other Escalade in that parking lot. He parks beside it. I'm like, "Why are you parking beside the giant truck?" He's like, well, it's because it's Escalade. I got Escalade. What does that have to do with your parking?
It makes
Because
total sense.
now you have two big trucks really close to each other. Chances of your doors colliding are going to be really good now.
That makes total sense. I drive around parking lots and I find another HHR,
Yeah,
and then I park beside it.
that's right. So
if that fails and I can't find an HHR, I find a PT Cruiser.
well, it's close.
Yeah, and I park beside the PT Cruiser. That's the second
It
option.
doesn't matter how long it
Yeah.
takes. You just got. That's the way it's got to be.
Yeah, that's always the second. It's HHR and then PT Cruiser's the backup.
So
So that's close enough,
he gets parked. We're not done.
right?
He gets parked. We get out of the truck. And I mean, me and D get out of the truck. He is still in the driver's seat.
Right.
We're out, belts over our shoulder, because D brought some belts for us to carry around.
Right.
Close the door. I'm like, why is he still in the truck? So we're like, well, you know what? We're just going to start walking. We're going to move forward, start walking. So we move to the front of his truck, turn around. He's just getting out of the truck, and then he's going to go to the back door so he can grab his belt. You know, he's going to carry it around. Sure. I don't know what he was doing back there. I don't know whether he was building the belt or like putting it together or shining it or cleaning it. I don't know. But we eventually just started walking away from the truck. We're 3/4 in the back of this parking lot on Bay Street.
Yeah.
We get almost to Bay Street, and he finally closes the door and starts walking towards us.
Yeah.
We're like, what has this guy been doing the whole time? I have no idea still.
No.
He just took his time, like, I'm rummaging around stuff, and maybe he detailed his truck before he left it, I don't know. But it was really weird. And then he catches something, he's like, you guys couldn't wait? No! I couldn't wait another 10 minutes for you to fuck around in this parking lot.
Sounds like my mother.
It was absolutely horrid.
That's what my mother does. She's like, hang on, I just gotta do this. And it's like something really, I just gotta get my purse. I'm like, okay. It's like 20 minutes later, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
How heavy is that purse?
She's still gone, and then it's like you go into the house, you're like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Oh, sorry, I grabbed my purse, and then I had to feed the dog, and then I cleaned a couple dishes, and I was like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. You get the purse and come back out. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it's killing me.
So that we get.
Why can't everybody be like a man? Okay?
Why can't Frank be like a man?
Exactly.
Somebody let this child drive a fucking Escalade.
Yep.
You know what I'm thinking the whole time
I
too.
didn't get out. That's how I shop too.
Yeah.
I ain't dealing with nothing. Did I tell you my secret of shopping at the Oshawa Center?
You have a secret to this?
Oh, I got a secret, baby.
Alright, let's hear it.
Before the Oshawa Center was crazy busy,
Yep.
what I would do is on busy days, like say Christmas and all that stuff,
Uh-huh.
I would know where the store was that I was going to at the Oshawa Center.
Uh-huh.
So I would drive to that part of the parking lot, park, and go inside, go to the store.
Uh-huh.
When I was done, instead of walking up and down the mall, I'd leave, go back to my car, and then drive to the parking spot where the other store is, and then get back out and go back in.
Uh-huh.
That way I avoid all the people.
All the people.
Yep.
You just get to the stores and get out.
And even though it requires a little bit more walking, I don't have to walk like in between those
Through
people and like dodge people and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whoa.
Yep.
You know, or like stop, or like have somebody walk in front, walk in front of me. And don't gotta deal with people. It was well worth it for me. Might not be worth it for other people, but for me, it was worth it.
You know, when we drove back in the second night, I'm thinking, fuck, Frank's gonna do this shit again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Frank, just find a parking spot, fucking park it. Go off to the side where there's no fucking cars and park. We'll walk back to the truck, I don't care. Just park back there where there's nobody parked and we'll move. So, alright, so we get him parked. Again, he's taking his time. He's like, what is he doing again? Like, just forget about it. There's a hot dog vendor at the corner of Bay and
Yep.
underneath the Gardner there. What is that for? Lakeshore Boulevard.
Yes.
Bay and Lakeshore. I'm like, there's a hot dog vendor. I want a sausage.
Yep.
Let's just go get that.
Right.
He's like, alright, cool. So we walk away, and we're almost to the street again. Frank is like kind of jogging to catch up. He's like, yo, you guys can't wait? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna wait over by the hot dog vendor for you. Yeah. And then he was all miserable for a few minutes too. oh, you guys can't even fucking wait for me? I can't believe you guys can't wait for me. I'm like, dude, it's freezing outside for one. It's windy, it's cold, it's wet, and I'm hungry and I want a hot dog or a sausage.
Yep.
And I don't want to wait for you to shine your belt.
Did he even say what he was doing?
No, I didn't know. I think D might ask him and he just avoided the question. I don't know what he was
That's
doing.
odd.
He's just getting ready. He's getting ready.
Oh, that's weird.
He's gonna adjust maybe the zipper on his sweater. Is that
That's strange.
perfect spot? Make sure the belt's all shiny.
Hey,
Just take it out of the. It's in like a cloth material with a zipper, so you can take it out of
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Probably has to fold the cloth properly, get the belt
Sure.
all set. You know, it's like the Stanley Cup. You gotta get it all ready, man. Shine it all up.
You mean like a replica Stanley Cup? Or
Yeah.
a real one?
Yeah, like a replica. You
Okay.
just shine it up.
Next time I go to a hockey game, I'm gonna get my replica Stanley Cup, and I'm gonna walk in the hockey game with it.
I have a little one. It's probably not that big.
Yeah.
You need to carry it around and then hold it. Just
So
hold it
you
up
do?
in the air. Yep. You can sling it over your shoulder.
And then
carry it.
people will be like, that guy's the coolest.
He is the best.
He's got a replica Stanley Cup.
So yeah, and then Frank and Dee both bought 4-seat chairs off of people. I didn't buy one.
Right.
And they got chairs that say Survivor Series. They paid like over $100 each for these chairs.
Wow.
But granted, those tickets for those floor seats were insanely expensive for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
$750 to sit
a
on
lot.
the floor.
That's a lot.
That's why you get a free chair.
Yeah.
But those guys managed to scoop chairs off of people. Frank was a degenerate asshole and convinced a handicapped guy in a wheelchair to sell him his chair.
Uh-huh.
What a prick.
Yep.
He's like, yo, you want some of that chair? And the guy like him to nod for a second. And then I looked over and I seen the chair in his hand and he was counting up money. And the other guy that was with, there's a guy in a wheelchair and then like his buddy or whatever. The other guy was holding the belt Frank had in his arms. And I'm like, did he just trade his belt for that chair? He's like, there's no way you would trade that belt. It's got a bunch of autographs on it. I mean, no, he let the guy take pictures with the belt and then gave him cash for his chair.
Right on.
And that's what they did. I like the, there's guys dressed up as other wrestlers.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the hallway dressed up as Bret Hart. But he's like what Bret Hart would look like if he was on meth.
Right.
He's just like all scrawny and skinny.
Kind of like AIDS Skrillex. You ever seen that guy?
No, I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about though.
AIDS Skrillex, he was a protester at some anti-Donald Trump rally. And they call him AIDS Skrillex because he looks like Skrillex on AIDS with AIDS.
What does somebody on AIDS
he
look
was
like?
He was famous for he was arguing with some guy, and he said the famous line, "You're a white male," and that's what he sounds like too. you're a fucking white male. Like that was his argument point. Right? And that's supposed to shut the guy down, eh? You don't know anything. You're a fucking white male.
That's it.
Like, well, what does this mean? What is that?
What does this argument have to do with anything? Yeah, you're
What is that? What is this? Mind you, I use the same argument now when I want to get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
People, hey Scott, you can't do that. I'm like, hey look, I am a white man, okay? I'm huge, I'm a white man, I can do anything I want.
You can do anything.
And then people are like, what does that mean? How do you get away with it?
I'm an adult and I will do what I want.
It's all about confusion. It's all about confusing people.
Well,
They'd be like, well, how is it being a white male you're allowed to do that?
I do that stuff all the time, confuse people.
And they'll be like,
I love
look
to
at
do
me,
it.
I'm huge, okay? I can do anything I want.
I pulled a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference on people at work last night.
Oh my god, I'm sure everybody got it too.
Nobody got it, and I
No?
knew they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I knew they wouldn't.
No, that was a surprise.
So, so I had to sit by myself on the podium for 4 hours, and then after that, I had 2 hours at the front.
This is gonna be sad because I'm gonna get the reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna feel bad about myself. But continue.
So after I'm done podium, I look at the roster I have, and there's 2 separate hours where I'm up at the front of the building, like where you check IDs and stuff.
Sure.
But nobody's bringing their ID in from 4 to 5 and from 6 to 7. There's barely anybody coming in and out of the building at those times.
Okay.
So and I'm up there by myself, So I'm like, I said to the person that took over the podium, I said, I guess I have a lot of life reflection time. I got a lot of time to reflect on the meaning of life.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, then she goes, let me know what you come up with. I'm like, yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will. So after the first hour, I said, I've done a lot of reflecting. That hour felt like 5 hours. And I'm halfway to figuring out what the meaning of life is. But I'll let you know at the end of the shift.
Okay.
So at the end of the shift, I have to call in
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I have to call the numbers. So I call the numbers. I say, oh yeah, by the way, I found out what the meaning of life is. And she's like, okay. I said 42.
Yep.
Yeah, you knew that was coming, right?
There it is.
Yeah, and she goes, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, 42. She goes, no, okay, but what's the meaning of life? I'm like, 42.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't get it. I said, no, it's okay. She goes, I'll just go with it. Talk to you later. I'm like, yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Completely confused, has no idea, and doesn't even think it's funny. That's perfect.
Because not a lot of people have watched that movie. You know the reason I've seen that movie? Because I had nothing else to do.
What? You don't like that movie?
The movie was on television one day,
Yep.
and I think they played it like several times.
Uh-huh.
Like it's one of those ones where they played the movie back to back.
Yep.
And I think it was that movie, and I had like nothing to do that day, and I was just like stuck inside, and I was like, you know, I've never seen this movie. I don't know what everybody's on about. It's like a famous book, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh fuck, I just watched this movie, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this movie's on about, man. It's so random.
It is very random.
Like super random. I'm like, I just sat through it. I was like, well, I mean, I'm just gonna watch it because, you know, might as well. And I was like, what? I don't understand what's going on in this movie. The guys.
Well, with the narration and stuff like
Well,
that.
the one guy's main weapon is a towel,
Yeah, don't forget your towel.
and then the whale. There's a whale falling out of the air for no
You
reason.
can hear his thought
It
process.
turns into a pot of petunias. This is the most random movie ever.
Well, it is very random because the ship that they're on has a button that's called a randomizer.
Oh,
So when you push the button, something random will happen.
yeah.
So that's why it is so incredibly random. The whale turns into a pot of petunias.
It was a very random movie.
It is.
But
It's probably one of
I've
my
seen
favorites.
it. I've seen it now.
I absolutely love it. Douglas Adams wrote 5 books to that series. He did pass away. His book series, I tried to read his first book. It is incredibly difficult to read. That guy is a brilliant man. The guy who wrote those books.
There is a reference in that movie that I've heard in another book. And I don't know if it's the same guy or not, but it was Emily's friend was telling me about a really cool book she was reading. It was a sci-fi book, and in the book, it was like a futuristic time where there's like riots and stuff like that, and people like rebelling against the government.
Yep.
And instead of like shooting people and everything, what they would do is they would spray a crowd with like a chemical that would make them like super happy and like hallucinate and shit like that. So they would instantly stop what they were doing. And it was like basically drugs or something. And that's what they would spray them with. And that kind of happened in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy at one point. It's something like that. Or it made everybody depressed. Yeah, it was a
That
gun.
was the gun.
It was the gun that made people depressed. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
See, whew, man.
And the robot was already depressed.
Okay, yeah.
The robot was always depressed, and the doors, they sigh when they open. In the
Right.
ship. The sighing doors.
So yeah, that was I mean, it was a random movie.
I love that movie because it is so random.
Yeah,
So did you actually watch it from start to finish?
I did.
There is so many random things like where they
once
I
I
watched
watched
where they walk across the desert and those things go up and smack them in the face every time they have a thought.
shovels.
Yeah, they look like shovels. They go up,
Yeah.
and every time they have a thought, boom, it smacks them in the face.
Yeah.
They gotta walk through the fucking field without
you know what's
thinking.
funny? You know what's funny? Those seem to be veiled references to other sci-fi novels. You know where you have a thought and something smacks you in the face. You know where
Yeah.
that's from?
No,
You know what it reminds me of? There's Harrison Bergeron.
I'm lost in the reference.
Harrison Bergeron's awesome. You got to read it. Everybody needs to read it because it's amazing. So Harrison Bergeron, quickly, it's a futuristic time where the government tries to make everybody equal in every single way possible. So equal in looks and intelligence and speed and strength and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
So the way they do it is smart people will have stuff attached to their heads that play like loud music or play like sounds of a car crash whenever they have a thought. Ugly people, they'll shave like half their head or like one eyebrow off. Really strong people, they'll strap weights to them so they're made weaker all the time. Really crazy stuff like that. And Harrison Bergeron is a guy who has like all the best qualities. He's big, he's strong, he's really smart, a really good looking guy. So basically he's a fucking mess. He had like a cannonball strapped to him with heavy chains. His head was shaved. He had like big earmuffs on that were constantly playing like car crashes and people screaming and stuff in his ears, just so he couldn't have an intelligent thought. But by the end of the thing, he rebels because having the weights on him all that time made him even stronger, and he knew it. And at the end of the book, he rips off the chains, and then because he saw a girl and he wanted to dance with her, and he danced like a ballerina with her, and he was like jumping up and shit like that. But and it was all on it was recorded on a TV show. That's why he did it. And so everybody was watching this guy fucking jumping around, and then they killed him. They shot him with a shotgun to kill him because they knew they couldn't control the guy anymore.
Yep.
But
How old is that?
it's pretty old. It's
Is
an
it?
old story, yeah. But yeah, that reminds me though, walking through the desert, every time you have a thought, smashing the face.
Smashing the face, yep.
Same thing with Harrison Bergeron when they had an idea.
I wonder who.
They would
came
like
up
hear
first.
they would hear like a car crash in their head, and they were like, "Oh, I forgot the idea."
I wonder who came out first because I know the books were out way before like that movie that you watched.
Yeah.
Because they had they had a TV series and another movie that was really terrible. But the books are way before that. Apparently the books are amazing.
Well, I don't know. I'll look up Harrison Bergeron and see when it was published. It was a short story. They made a movie out of it starring Sean Astin
Oh yeah.
playing Harrison Bergeron, but it had nothing to do with the story.
Oh.
It was like all about government control. And at one point he rebelled, locked himself into a room, took over all the TVs and started playing like movies and television shows and stuff that he wanted to see.
Yeah.
For everybody to watch. That were all banned stuff. Like it would be like crazy stuff like a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And there's like no more Christmas movies. And he'd like play a Christmas movie. And I think he ended up getting killed at the end anyway too, but yeah, it didn't have much to do with the story. The story's way better than the Sean Astin movie.
Where are we at for time?
27. But yeah, Harrison Bergeron, you gotta watch that. Kind of reminds me of that.
I'd like to check that out.
Yeah. Very cool
I'd
stuff.
like to get into. I actually like to do some reading. My problem with trying to read lately is every time I get about 2-3 pages in, I start falling asleep.
Yep.
And it's not because the book is not engaging me. It's just because it relaxes me so much. I just want to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I've been collecting a new book series by the one author, and he's been writing books. He has so many books, like 30 books or something. And every time I see a book of his at like a thrift store, I buy it if I don't have it. So I've got this collection growing, and I want to read them all. But every time I just I crack the cover, I just fall asleep almost instantly.
Yeah.
So I've only been able to, the last couple books I've been able to get through have been Kevin Smith books, and mainly because those things have got me laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
So
You know, if everybody's when Game of Thrones came out, everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta read the books." Everybody's reading the
I
books.
have them all, yeah.
I'm not gonna bother reading those because I know that they're long-winded, and a lot of the stuff, pages and pages worth of writing, is completely useless. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read them, so I got them on audio.
Oh, did you listen to them on audio?
Way better. On
Really?
audio. Yep. I blew through the first book in like a few days because you just set it because you're doing something and you can just set it to play.
Yep.
and then go on your merry way on the internet, looking up, you know, people getting tortured or you know, whatever else you look up on the internet.
Well, like I saw a video yesterday of a grizzly bear taking down a deer. Did you see that one?
I have not.
Oh,
That kind of makes me sad though.
It's very sad, but it's very, very like raw. The
Yeah.
video, but the reason why somebody filmed it is because it happened in somebody's backyard.
Oh, jeez.
I think it was somewhere out west. It was like they had deer that would go through their backyard, and this grizzly bear like came out and just like jump and attack this deer right in the person's backyard. And apparently, I didn't listen to it with like audio and stuff, but the bear is apparently like screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this is just brutal. And it's like I don't want to watch this, but it's kind of like very brutal. And everybody's like, man, bears are scary. You know what? Bears with hair are scary, but you know what's even scarier? Look up hairless bear.
Hairless bear, yeah.
Oh my god, those things look like demons. Have you ever
Did we talk about this before? There's a bunch of pictures of hairless animals. The hairless gorilla looks really disturbing. It looks like a guy,
Yeah.
like a really jacked guy,
Yeah.
but it looks like a person.
Yep. Yep. A hairless bear though scares me. It looks like it's some kind of demon monster.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
So that's what I think about now when I see like a grizzly or a black bear. I'm like, that's a demon animal.
Demon animal.
Yeah. That animal
You know what?
scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. There's another cool video on the internet that involves an animal killing another animal, but for some reason I find it okay. It's of a lion. It's called Lion Hyena War, and the video starts off with a bunch of lionesses making a kill, and then a huge pack of hyenas comes by, harasses them and all that until they steal the kill from the lionesses.
Yeah.
Second part of the video is the male lion that belongs to the pride. He comes in and chases down the matriarch of the hyena pride, kills her and eats her. And it was pretty interesting because the male lion was all alone, and all he did was race into the middle of the hyenas and grab the one hyena and just rip it apart.
nuts. Oh man.
And it was pretty interesting because even though there's a massive pack of hyenas like surrounding them, they didn't bother doing anything.
No, we just took down the leader.
They just they just stepped away and that was it.
Yep.
It's so much for what's her name there? Because matriarch's a female, right?
What was her name?
I don't know. I don't know if the hyenas had a name
Yeah.
for her. They might have. I don't know.
We just probably couldn't understand it. It was in hyena language.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they can call the word and whatever.
She knows her hyena name.
Whatever.
Whatever.
She's dead now.
And the lion tried to make a hyena sound and then said, "You're dead. I'm fucking coming for you."
She's totally dead. But anyway, the backstory of that video is pretty cool too. Apparently, that lion does it all the time. And
Kills hyenas.
He kills hyenas, yeah. And he's got some weirdo African name, but the translation of his name means one who attacks with fire.
I don't
So
think he
you're
has any fire.
And so, like, one who attacks with fire, I'm like, well, that's an apt name, because basically that's what he does. He's on fire.
He's a fucking badass, man. He's got a streak going.
And they said that he heard the cries of the lionesses or something, and he was 2 days away from them, and he ran 2 days. And then
What?
Got to them, got there, and then chased down the hyena.
2 days away?
Apparently.
Holy shit.
Apparently, sound travels out there.
Well, yeah, there's nothing to.
But anyway,
block it,
also the video set to music too, which kind of helps.
Oh my god, is it like epic music?
yeah. The first part of the video is set to "Sabotage" by the Beastie Boys. Yeah.
This video just went from good to great.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. You forget about all the death in the video. You forget about the death, and you're just like, man, this is cool. This is a cool video. Yeah, Lion Hyena War. Maybe I'll post it. I don't know.
That's there's a. Have you ever seen Jeb Corliss's video where he does that? It's called Grinding the Crack, where he jumps. He does the base jump, and he's flying kind of like down really close to the ground. He's in the squirrel suit.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of those videos, but Grinding the Crack is my favorite because they do it to the tune of Sail by AWOL Nation.
Yeah.
And it just, the whole video as a whole with that audio track just makes it the best. I can watch that Grinding the Crack video so many times. And I've seen all kinds of other ones, but that one is still my go-to favorite because of the music attached with it.
Yeah, having something set to music really does help.
Yep, it certainly does. I need to start setting an intro to the show to music. Maybe like a different song every time. Or something.
It'll one of these days we'll
figure it out.
We're doing one thing at a time here.
We'll figure it out.
But I'm thinking about maybe I'll post that video, but maybe not. I don't know if it's too disturbing for everybody to watch.
But we're a no holds barred show. We can throw it up.
It actually doesn't show like
not too close graphic.
The death kill of it. Like it'll show like the tackling of the thing, and then it'll just cut. It's not too graphic. But I don't know, maybe.
Well,
I mean, I guess I gotta put something up, don't I?
We've been on for an hour and a half.
Yep.
So
it's time to end it.
I think we will end it. And I am on holidays for a long period of time.
As soon as we say we're gonna end, our sponsor Steve Berry joins.
What an asshole. Thanks, Steve Berry.
Steve Berry.
And
what the hell?
Yep. He was busy watching Lost Boys.
Probably.
Since
Turn off Lost Boys, Steve. You've seen it enough, okay?
He had a post the other day. He's like, "What should I watch? Jurassic Park 2 or what was the other one? Did you see that post?"
No.
It's like Jurassic Park 2 or some other movie that was equally as old. And I was like, "Why don't you just pick something new that you haven't seen before?"
Yeah.
Pick something. TV series or a movie that you haven't seen before.
I think he has Netflix. Everybody's on Netflix. Yeah.
So, but anyways, we can pump out a ton of episodes this week because I am off, and that is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that.
We owe everybody a few because that's been a while. It's been
I had some overnights, and after my holidays, I got another solid week of overnights, so that'll be tough to do episodes during that too. So we're gonna pump out as many as we can over the next 11 days, 10 days. And then we'll be moving into Christmas with the Christmas specials.
Right. Yeah. Christmas
and we're going to have guests. We got people who keep saying they want to come on. We're going to make that happen over the course of this mini holiday that I'm having where we're going to pump out a bunch of episodes.
Telling you.
We're going to get Clayton down here. We're going to get Dom in here. And maybe the conspiracy theorist.
Maybe.
Who spoke to Scott, said he still might be interested in coming on.
He wants to come on, but he broke or he sprained his wrist. Yeah. That's why he didn't come on that night.
He was at the hospital.
Sprained his wrist, he was at the hospital. So, I mean, that's not a bad excuse.
No, we hope speedy recovery.
Not bad. I'll accept that one.
We hope he has a speedy recovery, and then we'll get him on the show. I saw him this morning. He was going in par form today when I saw him.
Rare form today. Oh, my God. Yeah, rare form today.
Die Hard, that was it. Jurassic Park 2 or Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard, that's a great movie.
It is, but I mean, when you're trying to figure out what to watch, you need to pick those two movies, and then Frank, you could come crash this episode, but I'm sure you won't be able to figure out where to park.
Well, as long as you get here in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, because we're gonna shut it down.
Yeah,
shutting it down.
As long as you're here in the next 3 minutes, and if you do make it in 3 minutes, we'll just end it as soon as you get here.
Yeah. He's not gonna get here in time. Even if he does, he'll sit in his truck in the driveway and prepare to come in the garage.
Right, yeah. We won't even announce that he came in.
No.
You'll just hear the door open, and I'll get up and hit the button to end the show.
That's right.
And then you'll know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Frank came in.
Alright, guys, we're going to sign off. Frank, you took too long.
Yep.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last
few hours.
the only
guy who just rip him apart while he's in the chat room. You just rip on this guy as he's there watching it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I'd rip on Steve too, but that's okay.
No, not really.
We do it in good taste.
It's a funny kind of...
We do it in good taste.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll try to get guests. We're trying to line up some guests. I mean, we've been saying it for a while.
Anyway. Yeah, we'll line them all up. We'll get you lots of guests this week. Lots and lots.
Everybody we'll get new material.
More and we're going to do some giveaways. I've had a few people saying giveaways, so I'm going to get that on there.
Yeah,
and we're going to give out some stuff, wrestling fans, maybe some sports fans. and maybe I'll find some stuff towards the Christmas season we can give away. Until the next episode, catch you soon.